What's going on, everybody? My name is ELYYT, and today we're doing another trading preparation video for FIFA 20. If you guys want to see more FIFA 20 trading content, just hit that sub button. It's easy, it's free. Help me help you going into FIFA 20. Today, we're going to be preparing for the first player of the month, which is going to be player of the month August. Now, it might be confusing because the game doesn't come out until late September, so why would August get a player of the month? That's just how it works, and it's how it's worked every single year so far that SBCs have been a thing in FIFA, and it makes sense because that is the first player of the month of the season, so I guess they try to do every player of the month of the season. So what they do is they drop that player of the month really early on. A lot of times it's on the first day of release when they drop the game that Friday for the whole world. Obviously, you can get it earlier with EA Access. You can get on the web app a little earlier. All that good stuff. But they normally drop it on that first day, and it'll be out for 14 days. And then right when it goes out of packs, or out of SBCs that is, the next player of the month for September drops immediately afterwards. So we get a lot of player of the month content early on in the game. Let's go ahead and hop into who it could possibly be. First up, we've got TEEMU PUKKI, and this is the only graphic I made because I think TEEMU PUKKI is probably going to win it. Now, he's not guaranteed. There's one other big contender for it. We'll get into that in a second, but TEEMU PUKKI had 5 goals and 1 assist. You can see in this very basic graphic I put together. He'll probably go from somewhere around a 78, 79, or 80 rated card. He'll most likely be one of the higher rated Norwich City players. You've obviously got Ralph Farman, who is 83 rated this year, but he'll get a downgrade for sure because he played for Schalke, who had a very bad year. He's gone to Norwich, and he's not even their starting goalkeeper, but he'll probably be up there in like 79 or 80 rating as well, just because he was so high rated in FIFA 19. Nonetheless, PUKKI will probably go from about a 79 or 80 rated card, then he'll get upgraded to an 84 rated card if he ends up winning Player of the Month. Now, looking at this card, especially after we're getting done playing FIFA 19, we just saw Team of the Season. We've seen some crazy stats like we've never seen before in FIFA 19. You look at this PUKKI card, and you're not too impressed with it. It's not a card that's an endgame card. And I'm not saying it is an endgame card for FIFA 20 either, because it's not. But what it is a decent starter card. And if EA make this cheap enough, given the fact that the card is really not amazing, but it's usable, a lot of people could do this SBC. It's not like Aguero getting Player of the Month, where they're going to make it several 100,000 coins, and only the top 1% of traders or top 100 players or people who dumped a bunch of FIFA points into the game, only those guys can really afford an Aguero or an Aubameyang or a Mohamed Salah or a Virgil van Dijk even on the first Player of the Month. Given the fact that it's TEEMU PUKKI, or most likely, a lot more people are going to be able to do it, which means that the cards that are needed in the SBC are going to be a lot more desirable, a lot more in demand. They're going to go up higher, and there's more profit to be made for us. We're not worried about actually doing the SBC. I mean, maybe a few of us are, maybe I'll end up doing it, but that's not the focus of this video. The focus of this video is to prepare for what's needed in the SBC, prepare for what's going to go up in the day before or the couple days before, and get in early enough to where we can make those investments and flip them quickly and get that profit before the full game is even out. That gives us a huge head start, huge head start. So let's take a look at the calendar once again. Now, I uploaded a video going in depth on this calendar. It's the most recent video on the channel, so go check that out if you haven't yet. But what you can see on the 27th of September, you see the global release for the game, you see the OTW promo, and we see the Premier League Player of the Month SBC. Obviously, that's not the Premier League Player of the Month SBC for September, given September wouldn't be over yet. That's for August, and that's the SBC we're preparing for today. Norwich City, obviously Finland, and PUKKI. Those are the things that you're immediately focused on. When do we buy these kinds of cards? I'll get more into the kinds of cards you want to pick up here in a minute. I'll go on to the FIFA 19 and just look at different cards that you might want to pick up. TEEMU PUKKI is obviously going to be one of them. But what days are we going to be buying these cards? What days are we preparing for these investments? So we get access to the web app and EA access on the 18th. That's when the grind begins. I wouldn't start picking up those TEEMU PUKKIs yet. I wouldn't start picking up those investments for a week and a half later on the first day. Why? You don't have that many coins yet, all right? And if you're not buying FIFA points like I'm not, then you're not going to be really having a lot of resources yet, and you're going to be building that up still. You don't want to be investing for a week and a half in advance if you only have 20,000 coins. That means, yeah, you might turn that 20,000 coins into 40,000 coins, but you can be trading from 20k to 40k to 60k to 100k to 150k to 200,000 coins probably by the 21st of the month, even as an average trader. Hopefully, I'll get up a little bit higher than that in the first couple of days, as long as I have time to trade in those first couple of days. Using the EA access glitch will hopefully work again, where you can get more than 10 hours, but nonetheless, you'll still have the web app, and you'll be able to work your way up in coins. So I wouldn't start investing probably until about the 21st or the 22nd. Once you get to the 22nd or 23rd, that's really when you're going to be wanting to pick up your last investments, the 23rd or early on the 24th. Then the pre-order early access drops. So if you pre-ordered it, you're going to have the full game. That means that a lot of people are getting access to the game, or maybe people who used up their 10 hours really quickly on gameplay didn't have access and aren't really trading and aren't really investing yet. They're going to get access on the 24th, and there's going to be more coins in the game. More coins in the game means cards go up in price because they can afford cards. Let's say, for example, we'll take Lionel Messi. All right, Lionel Messi, one of the best cards in the game, obviously, going into FIFA 20. Maybe the highest rated or joint highest rated card in the game. It'll probably be like 400,000 coins on the first day. And that's because there's only 2 or 3 of them on the market. They can kind of choose what their price is. Maybe we get a couple days in, he's like 350k. There's only going to be a couple people can afford that. The people who've dumped, 36,000 FIFA points into the game and already bought Messi. There's still going to be a lot of people who buy those FIFA points and don't buy Messi. This card is still going to be pretty cheap because nobody can afford this card. As we get longer into the game, more people can afford the card, the higher the card's going to go up, despite the fact that there's more in the game. That card is just naturally going to rise, and that goes for any card. I used the highest rated card for this example. Let's just take like a Leon Goretzka. I used this as an example in one of my previous videos. Leon Goretzka, maybe 84 rated, but a good card, a good workhorse in the midfield. Maybe 20,000 coins on the first day, maybe 55,000 coins a week in. That's almost twice as much as what it was on the first couple days. So you kind of understand, like, the more coins that are in the game, the higher rated these cards are going to go, and that stays true for at least the first month of the game. So make sure to keep that in mind as we're investing for this TEEMU PUKKI. It's going to follow the same concept. So we're investing on the 22nd, the 23rd. These cards are still really cheap. And then the 24th, 25th, 26th, more coins are going to be getting into the game. These cards are going to be going up in price naturally, and then they're also going to be going up artificially because people are prepping for their Player of the Month. Why am I uploading this video at the very end of August, very beginning of September? It's because we're going to be early. We're going to get in first. We're going to make sure we make these investments at the perfect time, and that's why we're capitalizing on it. And we're going to be making coins off the people who are investing on the 25th and the 26th and early on the 27th. You can make an investment in TEEMU PUKKI. You can make that investment on the 21st or 22nd of the month, sell it on the 26th of the month before an SBC even drops for them, and probably double your coins already. That's before the SBC even drops. So that's definitely something to think about. Selling into the hype there, you don't even have to risk anything. You're not relying on EA. You're not relying on what could be on the SBC. You're just making that profit no matter what. So what are some of the cards that we want to be picking up? So let's go ahead and switch over to FIFA 19 real quick, and we're going to look at some of the cards that you can maybe pick up for FIFA 20. So honestly, looking at Premier League, you can pick up any Finnish players or any Premier League players because there's probably going to be a requirement on a Premier League team or a Finnish team. Most likely not going to be a full Finnish team. If you take a look at FIFA 19, there's not a ton of Finland players that are really great in the game. There's only a few different gold cards, couple in the Bundesliga. Obviously, you got TEEMU PUKKI from the Premier League, and then we've also got this guy from Chievo Verona. Now, let's assume these cards are going to be different ratings. Radetzky might be 82 rated in the next year. Hedemaj, have no idea how good he was that year. Moisander, no idea, but there'll still probably be only about 4 or 5 gold cards from Finland. So maybe pick up 1 or 2 or 5 or 20 of those gold cards for discard price, no matter who they are. Just pick them up. They'll probably go up in price just because PUKKI's from Finland. They'll probably just go up because of that. You can sell them on the Thursday. Don't got to worry about the SBC requirement. Now, when it comes to Premier League, there's a lot more Premier League cards than there are Finnish cards, especially when it comes to gold guys. So you're not going to be wanting to go out and pick up any random Premier League card. We're not going and buying Ryan Fraser just for no reason, all right? He's not going to go up in price because of the SBC. Now, nonetheless, he'll probably go up just naturally if he's a good card. If he's a meta card that people can use in their starter squad, Ricardo Pereira is a good example of that. That card will rise just because it's usable. And it'll probably be about the same rating next year, maybe 81 or 82. Wilfred Zaha, same thing. That'll go up because it's usable in a starter squad. That'll go up naturally. But that's not what we're making investments for PUKKI. We kind of want to double down on those investments. We want to make an investment because they're good in starter squads, and they'll go up artificially because of the PUKKI SBC. That way, we're doubling down. They kind of rise maybe double of what they would normally, and we can sell it on that Thursday night still and not risk anything at all. You got kind of get what I'm saying? So what are we looking at then? What are we looking at then? Obviously, Norwich is a recently promoted team into the Premier League. So let's go and take a look at gold Norwich players. We've got Tim Krul, and he'll probably be gold next year as well. There's no reason for him to really get a downgrade after them getting promoted and him still being the starting goalkeeper. Tim Krul, though, not too many people are going to be using that in a starter squad. Not too many people at all using that in a starter squad. It looks like he might be the only gold player for Norwich in FIFA 19. So it's a little tougher because we don't know who's going to be gold, who's going to be silver, who's going to be bronze. Looking at some of these guys, McLean, if he is okay in FIFA 20, if he's a gold card. You've got this guy named Paslak. That's not a bad silver card, but I don't know if he'll be gold next year. Ivo Pinto, again, if he's gold, definitely pick him up. And on top of that, guys, on top of that, maybe just picking up silvers, depending on how many gold cards Norwich does have, because they only had 1 this year. They'll probably have 3 or 4 next year, I'm guessing, because Ralph Farman will definitely be gold, TEEMU PUKKI will definitely be gold, Tim Krul will probably be gold, and maybe 1 or 2 other guys, maybe up to 5 players will be gold. Picking those guys up just in general will rise artificially, but you're not really doubling down. Unfortunately, you're not doubling down on a card that's meta and that might be used in starter squads. TEEMU PUKKI, depending on how good his card is, I don't know, but I don't think it'll be too much better than this card. I mean, even if he had like 82 pace and if he had like 80 shooting and 77 physicality, it'd be an okay card, but he's probably still only going to have 3-star skills. He'll probably have 4-star weak foot, something like that, but it still won't be a meta card. It still won't be a card people really are going after. It's going to be tough, and I'll probably give you guys an update on my Twitter or my Instagram, which the links are in the description below, and you can also follow me on Twitter or Twitch and watch me live and ask me questions, and I'll answer you guys right then and there. It's going to be tough until we get the full database on the Norwich City players. So until then, just keep an eye out for what cards do drop in the database that might be meta and will go up for the TEEMU PUKKI SBC. Another thing could possibly be like 81 or 82 rated cards from the Prem. Now, I know that's a wide range, but those could also go up because, 1, they're meta, and 2, it might need like an 82 rated team for the Premier League SBC. But we're kind of stretching it a little bit thin there. So I'd wait. Probably Norwich City players, probably Finnish players. Those are going to be your best artificial rises, and no doubt you're making profit. There's literally no risk at all. So that's probably what I'll leave you guys with in this video. I've gone over the dates. I've gone over the players that could possibly win it. Again, TEEMU PUKKI's most likely. Raheem Sterling with 5 goals and no assists. Also a possibility. I think PUKKI will win the fan vote. I think PUKKI will probably win, because it's an individual award. I think he'll win. The experts vote, the players vote. I think PUKKI will win it. He's most likely, but Raheem Sterling a little bit behind, and then De Bruyne also has 4 assists for Man City, so De Bruyne probably 3rd place, most likely to win Player of the Month. But PUKKI for me is number 1 by a little bit, so that's what we're going to go ahead and base our predictions on so far. And the fun part about it is, guys, the fact that PUKKI is most likely to win it is all we need. We don't even actually need him to win the SBC. We don't need him to win the award. All we need to do is have enough people think that he could possibly win the award. That's all we need, because we're selling on that Thursday night. We don't gotta wait till the award's even announced. That's the best part about it. Anyways, guys, make sure to drop a like on this video if it did help you out at all. Subscribe to the channel if you want more trading tips going into FIFA 20 and throughout FIFA 20, obviously. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.